All right, y'all, we're back again. We're starting Archon Quest Act 2. Are we gonna find out who the killer is this time?
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't
I mean,
eaten at
buddy,
a hotel like this in a
I
while.
only eat McDonald's.
Paimon's
I can
getting
eat anything.
excited already.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
What is that? It looks like a pancake and some bread.
Enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Is it me or like every region there's like a
then
sugar
I'll
daddy or
still
mommy
bring
that feeds
everyone.
us? Like whether it's our
Albeit with
hate
only
them,
one dish per
child,
table.
or...
You
There's always someone rich feeding me.
sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Not gonna lie, she gave me a pretty good
True.
impression.
Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
She's loaded!
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon?
Yeah, so
now
it's
that this
okay,
is
so
all
we know for a
happening?
fact that Cowell isn't the
Well,
actual mastermind.
they've certainly
Someone
taken a
else
big
is in
step
charge
forward.
of that group.
But I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization
And
that
they've been
needs to
doing it for a
dissolve these young
long
women.
time, right? At
We
least
still
like,
don't know
what, 20
they are
years?
really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
And I'm not gonna lie,
Right?
I
Yet it
did
was
not...
because this was such a
I thought it was just a
preposterous
myth, you know?
notion
Like
that the
humans turning
investigation
back
could
into
never
water or
really move
whatever.
forward before.
But we actually saw it happen.
If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
Yeah, how did they do that? Because we didn't see anyone
In
drop
such
any water on that
investigations,
dude, but that
even
dude
the
just turned into
smallest step
water.
can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists.
I still don't know what they
Those
are. Are they like a group
highfalutin
of
folk are not
detectives
all-knowing.
or...
That's why we
Yeah,
exist.
what are they?
To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well,
Why is this a
supposed to be
farewell meal? What, like,
so I
we
doubt
didn't
you
even
have
solve the
further interest
case
in
yet.
this business, right?
I'm not gonna say
Let's
goodbye.
talk about something else.
Oh, she painted her
Like,
nails.
What are your future plans?
Wanted to ask the Hydro Archon. Yeah, for my sister, I guess.
That's true.
The
We didn't
one
have a
part of the
chance to
story I
speak to
don't
her
care
after
about.
The trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So,
And if I'm being honest, I don't think the Hydro Archon
which has
has
been
any
foiled
info
so
on my
far,
sister.
was to have a chat with the Hydro
Because she
Archon.
seems
I've heard that there's a long line of people
not the
waiting to meet Lady
smartest
Farina.
Archon I've
I
met.
suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Is she
That's
suggesting
Spina di
me to
Rosula's
break the
spot for you.
law?
Chock full
Because
of
I'm
sketchy
all in.
ideas.
I love breaking the law.
What did you have in mind?
Is my middle name.
One way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance.
Yes,
I'm sure
I'm
Lady
before
Farina
it.
would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
That seems easy enough to do.
Seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Alright, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but
Did
that's
you-
not really the problem.
Hide underneath the Hydra Archon's bed. When she's asleep, wake her up and demand
Valid
answers?
point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep. Alright,
That
no
was
more joking
probably the
around.
craziest thing I've heard.
Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Would some of her personality really feel shame? I
Why don't
think
we
so,
give
right?
it a
Because she was
try after this
embarrassed
meal?
when she
You know,
lost.
strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink?
I didn't even see her drink anything. I didn't see
Sorry about
anyone
that.
eat or drink
Paimon
anything.
wasn't really paying attention, and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
Dude,
No,
Paimon is like
it's
a
fine.
telekinetic
We're
eater.
just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Well, am I being poisoned? Wait, did someone slip some water of the primordial sea into my drink?
Is that so? Huh.
Or is that just like, you
In
know,
that
it just
case,
tasted
we'll have
bad?
to blacklist the Fanta here then.
What if
we're
they,
all finished
yo,
eating,
what if they
then I'll go
poison
pay.
me? I'm being drugged,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna
we're
wake up buck
stuffed.
naked.
Thanks for the treat, Navia.
I don't know, man. Well, why did they say it like that? Why did they say like, oh, my drink is also weird? That's weird. This is a detective case. Everything is a clue.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
Okay.
Oh my God, what if Navia is the killer?
Huh.
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia.
I don't know.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always
Wait,
welcome
no,
to
that doesn't make
contact
sense though,
the
because she helped us
Spina
out.
di Rosula.
So
I'll give your request
she
the highest
can't be
priority.
the killer, right?
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
But isn't like the best disguise the one that's most obvious? Like we don't think it's Navia, and then Navia is the killer.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again.
Oh wait, no one heard that?
Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again? Ugh.
To be honest, I don't even know who it sounds
Spooky.
like.
Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache. Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on.
Wait, what?
I can kind of hear a voice. It's
No, we
calling
got
for
fed. No, we got fed with that primordial sea,
Hey,
and now we can hear the stuff there.
stop walking. Come on.
That has to be what's happening. We got roofied, or some weird shit.
Vache. Are you
An
my dear
ocean
Vache?
maid.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I mean, I killed one of you guys in Liyue. Does that count?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land
On
have I
land?
since
You...
forgotten? Yes, that is what I was once. But now,
Wait, so
I am but
humans
the
turn into
consciousness of
oceanids?
one who has lost their form. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Is this a missing girl?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril.
Get the hell out of here.
No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him.
I guess we will know we found out who this Vashir person is, right?
We can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be. No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
I mean, if we find out who that guy is, he'll probably tell us who this person might be, you know?
Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth. Is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release.
But the guy who died earlier, he didn't turn into Oceanhead. He literally just turned to water.
With only an endless
What the hell happened then?
release, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Wait, where am I? I just realized, where the hell am I? Am I inside the
I am
fountain?
glad that you were able to sense
Like, I'm like
my
in the
presence.
water or something.
Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
I don't even think I met a Vashir. Oh, I passed out. What is going on? What the fuck is this? What? We're fighting robots? Oh shit, Nadia's beast.
Demoiselle, look out!
What happened though? We're not. Wait, we didn't commit a crime.
God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
I don't understand what's going. Oh, wait, so we are being arrested? Oh wait, I'm not being arrested. Oh shit, she's so hot.
Quick, now's our chance!
What? Huh? Oh shit. Yo! That is one of the coolest fight scenes I've seen. Straight out of an anime. What, they have history? What just happened though? Why am I getting attacked by robots? But then she
should
works for
thank
the.
you for lending us your sword there, Clarand.
That's his
Before I
name,
do
Corinne.
so, could you
She
explain
works
how
for
you
the
managed
Hydro
to show
Archon,
up
but then
here?
she helped me.
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually
Hey,
called
wait a
stalking, is it
minute.
not?
Is there some sort of
Mr.
history?
Palace's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my
Oh.
father.
Her father?
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clarand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary
So she used to work for her
emotional harm.
father? Or
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
what the?
What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial
So the
disappearances
mastermind of that
is
case
very
can
powerful.
also control
Your
robots?
performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
And
None
what is
of these
that?
mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the
Oh,
authorities to enforce the
interest-
law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal
Are they actually
means.
gonna do the story route of
Deploying
like, you
them as a
know,
private
like the
force of
French
sorts.
Revolution maybe?
What? Your point being
Like
that they're out of
whoever's
Spina
doing
di
that
Rosula's
thing
league,
is like a
then?
rich, wealthy
Yes.
aristocrat.
Be careful and do not act rashly.
Because we, like, it seems like a
will
third
continue
organization now. It's not the
investigating no
Harbingers
matter
doing
what.
this, right?
We will bring the truth to light.
Because it would be
That's
lame if
my
it was like the
father's
Tory
true
again.
last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you.
Damn, do
Good day,
follow me
all.
more. Come on. Okay, that
I
scene has
suppose that's the best news
renewed
we've gotten today.
my simpness for
Mademoiselle,
Corinne.
I believe that Miss Clarand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for!
But how come? Wait, that's so weird though. Like the timing of it is like the second I passed out, the robots attack. That's why I feel like we got poisoned. Like,
And there was that champion
like
duelist
we
in
got
Florence who
poisoned
came out
for
with
sure
famous
during
too.
that
We
eating
got lucky
thing.
there.
Then they
Paimon
chose that
really
time
couldn't
for the
have
robots to
fought
attack
them
me.
off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk.
But then, if that was
wasn't really
true,
a farewell meal we had back there.
that's weird though. If that
Not
was
for
true,
me,
then
anyway. In truth,
how did
I
she
hope that
know to
every
come
meal
defend
we have
me?
together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners.
No,
There's no
you
need
can't
to
be the
thank me.
mastermind.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's
The
magnanimity.
mastermind must be like
If
in
it were
Sumeru,
me,
like
I
some
would have
random
joined the
ugly
Spina di
NPC.
Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two.
Hmm,
That's
but
enough.
for sure, I think we got fed
How did you know
some
that we were in
primordial
danger?
seawater.
You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow?
What are they
Paimon's
talking
even more
about?
amazing than she thought.
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that
Wait, that drink was
After we
meant for
parted
her?
ways, I was on the way back to one
So
of our
someone was trying to
bases,
feed
and I
her
suddenly
primordial
thought of what you
seawater.
said, that the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how
Oh,
could it have
shit.
tasted salty?
So Paimon being a
color of the
little
drink,
greedy
if I
little
recall,
loser
had
is the
also
reason
been a
she's
bit
still
off.
alive.
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Dude, I'm so 5'10", bro. I'm so smart, bro. Holy
Yes.
crap, I should be a teacher.
So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me,
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of
that's
awards for
interesting.
you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Oh god. So this time Paimon is the fucking hero? Get out
I
of
sent
here.
people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
Damn, whoa, that's crazy
We're
though.
not
So
in this mess too, aren't we?
someone that is so connected and powerful
did foil
can
a
do
plan
all
that they were
this.
probably
They
pretty
can
proud
control the
of,
robots.
and
They can
almost got their
spike a
name in the
drink in a
process.
fancy restaurant.
Speaking of which, did anything
Like,
strange
it's so
happen when
dangerous.
you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard
No,
that
then you know
voice
what's
calling for
even
Vashi
crazier,
again.
guys? The fact
and
that
this time Paimon heard
Paimon doesn't
it
pass
too.
out.
But it was real
Like,
faint.
she is something
Does
insane.
this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that
Like,
mean
even the
primordial
traveler passed out,
seawater
right? The traveler's not from
makes it so
Fontaine, so he won't turn the water,
insensitivity
but
to hydro when it's used on
the
people
fact
who
that
are not from
Paimon doesn't even
Fontaine?
pass out?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
Like, how come no one's talking about that?
New intel? While you were out cold?
She's like a being
well,
stronger
let's
than
hear it,
everyone
shall we?
here.
Oh,
Oh wait, should I have told her that?
is
Oh
important.
shit, maybe that was information I should have kept to myself. Because I don't know who I can trust.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater.
It could be, yeah, it could be like he was threatened, or
Threatened? Yes. Thank
they
you.
killed him,
This is very
or he was the
important
one that
information
turned
indeed.
his partner
We
into
will
water.
continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that
That
our
was pretty
farewell
cute.
meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you,
Hell
Traveler?
no, I plan to kill all of them.
Demoiselle, do
Painfully.
try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
Wait, so
You talk too
you know
much.
the only thing that I
Well, in
got
that
from
case,
this
let's head
interaction
back
is
to one of
that
our bases, shall we? I'll arrange
she
accommodations
is a
for you.
super wealthy aristocrat,
also
right?
have some
Like she has a
plans to go
father, and
over,
then you know
and
the
hopefully we
father
can deepen
knows
our bonds as
Clorin,
partners.
and then Clorin
But
goes and
we'll
protects
take
her
that
because of
one
some
step at a
promise.
time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around,
Like
our
she
base
is some
definitely secure.
super rich aristocrat. Wait, this is where it is? This is a dark
It's
alleyway.
right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone
If I get
suspicious thus
jumped,
far.
just know Navia jumped me.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
I have to go down there or... Oh, wow. Their strong house is in a fucking sewer? This is some Ninja Turtle stuff. Wow, that's not what I expected from like a rich aristocrat. I was thinking like the Batcave. There's even like a restaurant down here. Oh my god.
Is this your base? It's not
I
quite
didn't
what
expect this.
imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances,
I was expecting
can
some
confidently
fancy
say it's
mansion.
the best we have.
Not some Ninja Turtle hideout.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone.
She's almost like
But if you have the support of the people, then
she's kind of like a
I feel
Robin
it's
Hood,
worth it.
you know?
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not
Who's her
quite his
father?
equal.
Like, I mean, I heard his
father.
name, but
He was
Is
the
he dead?
previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
how did he become
Demoiselle, if
not
you'll
alive?
Allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the
Callus the
Unfaithful in the
Unfaithful?
streets.
Is he like a
3 years
player?
ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend, but he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Let me
He
guess.
died in
He
the duelist's
fought
ring.
Clorinda
Oh no.
in the trial.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would
No,
crop
someone
up
would have
and
framed
prove
him
his innocence.
as they were framing
But strangely,
Linny.
he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the
Yeah,
serial
obviously.
disappearances case at the
So
time.
obviously he was framed by the same people that was framing
So
Linny.
that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
So in that case, it seems very unlikely
That's right.
that
Also tried to
it's the
investigate
father,
murder my
right?
father
Who's
was
the
implicated in.
harbinger?
But
Very
I haven't found
unlikely,
a
because why would they
single
frame
new
his
clue
own?
in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Is that a
And now,
clue?
Here
Her
I am
mother
investigating
died
his
when
death.
he gave birth to her. Or she turned into water and
You
then she's
really are
half
a
water?
handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
Man,
I
that guy is
also will
sus.
never
His
believe that
sunglasses make him
Master Callus
sus.
murdered anyone.
I want to see his face.
There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
Yeah, that is kind of messed up.
Even our
If he was innocent?
supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
What did he do before that?
Wait.
Like,
If Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama.
dude, that is true,
not
dude.
something
Everyone
exclusive to
in
people
the
from
trial
Fontaine,
was
really.
like hoping they
Everyone's
were
like that.
innocent, and then the
People
not innocent.
love
Like
watching the evil turn over a new leaf.
people love watching
also
like
enjoy watching
drama.
good
It
people
seems,
fall into
but the
an
drama
abyss
is
from
real
one
life and not
slip-up
make
just as
believe.
much.
It's really weird.
How could... Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing.
Ah,
Master Callus.
I called it, I called it.
In the duel.
and I bet in
Was
the
Miss
duel, like
Cora.
he was like, "Promise me,
Oh.
you'll take care of my daughter."
Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him? Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will
Damn,
not stop
she killed
either.
your dad, bro.
She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all.
Well, what if she
I just can't
faked
deal
the
with this
killing
yet.
blow,
Don't worry, Navia.
and then he's
know
still
how you
alive
feel.
somewhere doing his research?
You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Oh, that's not
Afterward,
possible,
Miss
right?
Clorand
Yeah, they
told
probably
us
checked the body.
that At the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway.
Because I guess
that's
like
the
they're all in
information I wanted
danger,
to share with
technically,
you.
right? Like they're all
Even if it
they're
did
all
sound like I was
researching
just
this,
complaining
you know,
towards the
they're all
end.
investigating. this conspiracy.
You
Everyone's
two should
in
go and
danger.
rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. I'm on feet.
And I'm
Please,
surprised, like, how
relax
come
and
the
get some
Hydro
sleep.
Archon
We will ensure you
and
rest soundly.
Neuvillette aren't more firm about finding out who the killer is? Oh, she gave me a bedroom? Oh, nice.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
Yeah, actually,
Never
yeah.
mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Yeah, true.
Guess
I probably
Paimon
won't sleep
wasn't
either.
speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match
A
anywhere.
government
I
plot.
suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove
Isn't it more likely that this
Vache
Vashir person is already
is a
dead?
key witness in the
Like,
incident.
why would you let that guy live if he witnessed that, right? Just kill him.
Wait, though?
Like, I don't think he's alive.
There is one ray of hope, one place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Damn,
place with
Neuvillette
detailed
must be
files
an
on
insane
all the
badass
cases in
if no
recent
one wants
years
to
are
mess with that
kept.
place.
If the Osea that you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Now what's going on? Does Navia and Neuvillette have a history? Again?
No, it's nothing.
Ah,
Let's
shit, they
go see
do.
the
They do.
Honorable Chief Justice.
She's got history of everybody. Chlorine, Neuvillette, Farina. Oh, I can just walk straight up? I don't need to make an appointment? Very cash.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Who are you?
This place does look pretty heavily guarded.
And how are you gonna stop me?
Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really
I'm the main
secure.
character.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care.
Bro,
who
she's
you are
mad
or
small
who
and just
might
giving
be
me mad
related.
attitude. Who do you think you
Our
are?
rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy.
Buddy,
so please
I'm here
leave
to
if
save
you
the
don't
world.
have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from
Oh, wait,
a few
did I meet
days
her?
ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
I don't remember.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report an
Wasn't it
archive
just like
some
a day
information
ago?
on a
How did you
follow-up
forget?
case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
I'm the blonde-haired traveler.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The
Get
Chief
the
Justice
hell
is
out of here. Did I just
inside.
convince a guard? Like, you can trust me. To trust me?
Thanks so much.
That is terrible security.
Please come in.
Whoa, fancy. Hello.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a
Would
man
he be
called
mad?
Vache.
He wasn't actually
He may
the
have
one
been an eyewitness
accusing
in a
me,
serial
right?
disappearances
He was
case.
just the impartial judge.
Find him. We may be able to
And he's
unearth
cool
some
as
key
hell.
information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
He is kind of too calm.
Who knew that never
He didn't ask any
was so
questions,
easy
or
to
he didn't need
talk to?
convincing either. What just happened?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
No, then
There are no
Vasher may be a
records of him
nickname?
either in the files or in my
Like it's
memory.
not actually his real government name.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
No, my dude, it wasn't a dream. I'm
Is
not
that so?
crazy.
All right then. Thank you so much,
It must
Monsieur
be like a
Neuvillette.
nickname. Like a
We'll
like a
take
pet
our
name,
leave
you know?
now.
Like how you call someone like, you know, baby, bay, sugar pumpkin.
Ahem.
Unless he's hiding
Miss
something.
Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Hey, wait a minute. That's weird. You know why? Because if the callous guy, right? If her dad was truly innocent,
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur
wouldn't the
Neuvillette?
machine deem him innocent?
Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
Whoa, why is she so mad?
You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Is that... Wait, that's true? Is this man like a
It's
robot?
just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you
Like
thought
he
there was
has
something
no
fishy with
thoughts
the
of
case,
right and
yet
wrong.
you
He just
still
does what a
allowed the duel
human
to go
thinks they
ahead.
should do.
In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Oh god, she's
Why
crying.
didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die? Despised and hated by all.
Is this the first time we see a character
Everything
cry?
was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything.
Okay, maybe
There are
Nebula isn't
still
that cool.
so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Oof. You may come back, dude.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy
Is that
of the Chief
true? This
Justice.
man is like just a
My apologies
robot?
for taking my emotions
Like he has
out
no
on you, Monsieur
emotions?
Chief Justice.
That's
Let's
interesting.
go, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, I mean, if he knew his dad was innocent, right? He should have did something, but... Oh. That's something new about Neuvillette. Should I say anything? Should I just say GG's?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we
No
went
one
to
can
the
tell you're
building?
crying when it's
And there
raining.
shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Is that a clue?
Did you think of something?
Is it primordial sea rain?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
Weird.
Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed
Wait,
away with the rain?
that would be terrible because that means we'll never find the killer.
If that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really
The
think
true
I
killer
found a
20
true
years ago turned to
genius for a
water?
partner.
But then
You're
why is the
completely
experiment
right.
still going
How did
on?
I not connect the dots earlier?
And who's...
All right, let's go
And
to
someone
Poisson.
else took
With
over
this new lead in
the
mind,
experiments.
We'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Bro, I'm going now. What the hell are you talking about?
Great. Let's go then.
Whoa, what a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
How's he gonna get out? What the
There's
hell?
no need to be so
The ship is like
surprised.
underground.
While it may look like a ship,
Oh.
it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our tastes in exterior
So the
design
headquarters
is
is
the only thing we
inside- dude,
occasionally
that's
had in
weird.
common. A
Like, all
gigantic
the
and
headquarters
glamorous
look
ship
like
embodies
it's-
discovery, opportunity,
I don't know how to describe it,
ambition,
but
and conquest.
not expensive.
It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula
Am I supposed to be
began, after all.
impressed?
It's our main base, our home. Melus, we're back.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea?
I mean, I'm
You
starting to
still
think like
remember, right, Melus?
everything is
On that
related.
night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could you tell us a bit more about what
I mean,
happened
technically,
before?
how are you even supposed to have witnesses
Yeah,
or
of course.
crimes and stuff if people just turn
Many
to
years
water?
ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
A drug?
Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now,
Wait a minute.
it's almost
So
certain
that
that
drug
synth
is also
created using
like,
water from
so the
primordial sea.
water from the primordial
If you
sea
drink
can
synth
make a
for an
drug. That makes
extended
people
amount
get
of time,
high?
You'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to
But then,
focus or control your
If you
emotions.
drink the water
And if you were to stop
regularly,
drinking it
you just turn
completely,
into
You'll
water.
experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely
what?
dangerous substance.
Oh, so it
As he
has like
oversaw
a,
Poisson,
a
My father
withdrawal
was
effect.
compelled to put a stop to synth
Oh,
abuse
that's so
and
interesting.
called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's
Yo,
wrath.
what the hell's wrong with
But
this
no matter how
region? Like,
much they
there's kidnapping of,
threatened or bribed him,
women.
he refused
There's
to
like,
yield.
all this
Not
stuff.
only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them.
Oh.
Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed
So
by
like
synth
maybe the
abuse.
primordial sea water wasn't
That
originally
night,
used to
my
turn people
father
into
hosted a
like
banquet
water or
at his
whatever.
countryside estate.
It was just meant to be
We
made as a
planned to meet up
drug.
and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. I raced to the scene and found
I'm
my
still
father,
not used to like,
still holding
you
a
know,
gun,
seeing or hearing
and Jacques,
gunshots in
who was
Genshin.
already dead on the ground.
Since Genshin's supposed to be like a medieval game,
That happened.
but then in this region there are guns.
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were
Pieces
pieces
of
of
clothing. Yeah, they
left
turned
at
to
the
water.
scene.
No. Lily, thank you for the gifted to Curve. I appreciate you so much.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques
Yeah,
used
so
to
basically
disguise
all the
himself at
victims
banquet.
and the
But,
suspects all turned to
considering
water.
it now,
Like there's
almost
no,
certain that they belong to a
I guess there's
third
no
person
real
at the scene.
witnesses left behind,
With
right?
one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
God, I hope she
Jacques
doesn't
was
turn
an
to water, though.
empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth.
I kind of
On
feel
that
like
note,
in
however,
every case there's a third person, right? Like
though this
someone
will not please you,
killed
demoiselle, as your and your father's
who was
butler,
it, like the
I
guard
must
in the
still
Lenny
offer a
case
word
right
of
before
warning.
us. There's a third person in all these cases.
Insidious and cruel. They are
And I'm guessing
extremely
whoever
difficult
the
to deal
girl who
with,
turned to
and
the
Boss
ocean
has
did
already lost his
with
life
Bashir,
trying
there's a
to
third
bring
person
them to
there
justice.
who probably killed Bashir as
Even
well.
though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been
Oh, I just
allowed
realized
to
it's
live out
like
our lives.
this like underground
no
area. It's
need
actually
to
pretty
follow your
beautiful. There's like a
father's path.
waterfall in there.
It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed
It's too
what he
late, my
wished
dude.
for,
I'm
then he
invested
should
in
have
the
told me
case.
that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And
Wait, so were we
Rosula is
fed
barely getting by.
synth, or were we
Nothing
fed
has changed.
just
Did
the
he
primordial
think I'd
water?
just accept his meaningless death and live out my
I wish I can
life
get some of that
just as
drug.
meaninglessly?
For
I've
research
never
purposes.
accepted that, ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
It must be all connected. It must be.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you,
Wait,
demoiselle,
selected?
had been selected as the next target to disappear.
How would they know she's next?
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than... And the serial disappearances
Cancer?
case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he
I mean, to be
decided
honest, I think the
use one
scariest thing is the
final
fact that
intimidation tactic before his
they
death.
can turn people into
He
water,
claims
not like
to
the
have
robots
already
attacking you,
gotten his
right?
hands on
I guess you
some
can
key
defend that. How you gotta
incriminating
defend someone,
evidence for the other
you know,
side, and
poisoning
even
your
told some
food?
members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No.
Until recently.
I
Yeah,
don't
until
believe it.
recently.
He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering
guess
lasting dishonor
That's
as the unfaithful
true.
was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid
I
you're
mean,
not
to be honest, that's a
understanding
very
this
dad
correctly,
move,
Demoiselle.
right? They don't want to
What
look weak in
Boss
front of their
wanted to
kids.
hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because
Oh no.
he never
The second
thought
time she's
I'd
crying.
be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted,
I mean, yeah,
I
you
could
could be the
have
next
just
Taylor
lived out
Swift
my
in
life without
Genshin,
a
I
care in
guess.
the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why?
Like,
If we know where the place is, can't we just
I mean,
go
we don't.
storming in?
I mean, we don't even know
You
who it
mustn't
really
forget
is,
that
though.
we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization.
Man,
that's
what
been
could
in
it be,
operation
though?
for
I'm so
decades.
curious.
There's no telling what might be lying in
Like,
wait
all we
at
know
their
is, like, all these
headquarters.
cases are connected,
We
but
also have no idea
we're not
what
actually
kind
getting
of evidence we may
closer
be able to find
to
inside,
this
nor
organization,
what
right? We don't
people
even have a
may be able
witness.
to capture.
We don't have a way
But
in.
a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine
I
authorities?
mean, I can't believe I'm agreeing with
You
Paimon.
saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
Hmm.
I am the butler, after all.
He's like
I live
Alfred
but to
to
serve
Batman.
the boss and Demoiselle's will.
Right? Like,
I've
actually.
always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
He's so useful.
But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting.
Hey, where the
for
hell
right
is
time to
Silver?
come.
I feel like, dude, what if
for all of
Silver
your
is working for the
works.
organization? We can never
you
see his
discovered
face,
anything new
and
in
he's
the
wearing
past few years?
sunglasses indoors.
Let me think.
That's sussy.
One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula. Or at
No,
least
it's
have an
Silver.
informant
It's
planted
Silver.
here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our
I don't
upcoming
know,
plans
man. I feel like it's someone
thus
else now,
avoid
right?
capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. A boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
I mean, it would be a good alibi,
The final
no?
suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the gods.
Is that the guy who died, or that's
Although
someone
the
else?
gods mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see.
But these are all people
These
I've never
are
met.
all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along.
But not Silver?
Among those I trust
But
the
not
most.
Silver? That
It's
man's
almost
that man's kind of
too hard
weird.
to believe.
If you
Where's
want
he
to
right now? Where's
investigate them,
Silver?
Please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
I don't know,
You're
man.
too
I feel like
kind,
it
my
can't be
lady.
those three. It can't be,
I'm
right?
just doing my duty. And before I
mean-
forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death.
It wouldn't be
After
him,
that
right?
incident, Jacques'
He
wife
wouldn't be
and
the
daughter were
informant, I
taken
hope.
into the Spina's care.
Because, you know, imagine
They
like the
still live in
informant was someone that was
Poisson today.
closest to
If
you.
it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Like, he's gonna name the informants, but then what if he's the informant?
You really are the best.
Oh
A
man,
new
I don't know who to
case
trust.
awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end
I
this
just feel like
case
I can't trust
once and for
anybody.
all.
I think I'm gonna continue this quest on Sunday, guys. On Sunday.